person, and her name is Michelle Wilson. She is the engineer.
I'm always involved.
Oh, yeah. She loves our topics, and she loves being a part of us. I do.
But I'm a boomer.
You're a boomer.
And you guys, the show is important.
It is. And this one is important. And people, you hear stories all the time about people being scammed, But today we have Patricia Dorado, a long-time associate and friend of mine, and she's here to bring it on and give us information. Now, she's back, and she's going to talk to us specifically about love scams, and it's not a good thing. So, Patricia.
Hello, thank you. Romance scams, they're devastating financially and emotionally. And it, of course, most of us are familiar with websites for dating. Anymore, where do you meet people? You're meeting them on Facebook dating. You're going on to Plenty of Fish. You're going to Match.com or eHarmony. And it doesn't matter if you pay for this site or it's free. It doesn't mean the scammers are vetted out.
Exactly.
So you will get messages from people that sound wonderful. I love you. I can just tell that we are going to get along so well. You're going to be my soulmate.
They use their words, huh?
Ever. And when you get these messages, they feel good. They sound good. This person will sweet talk you. And not to say everybody on there is a scammer, because there are real, legitimate people on there as well. But when you get a message, read it out loud. Read every single word, just to make sure it actually sounds like people write how they talk.
Okay.
Does it really sound real? Or does it sound kind of off? Do they want to meet, or do they just want a message? Do they want your phone number right away so that then they will text? Generally, they don't want to talk to you on the phone. They just want to text.
And I'm going to jump in here. I met somebody one time on one of these sites, and they wanted my number, not my personal phone number, but they wanted me to go to another platform. WhatsApp.
Yes.
They wanted me to sign up there, and I'm like, well, why? What's the difference? I don't know. So can you tell us?
They're probably not in this country. WhatsApp is free.
Yes, WhatsApp is free.
And it's not traceable.
Okay.
So since it's an internet app, it's not like, okay, your phone is with Verizon. Your phone is with T-Mobile. So there's some kind of link to it.
Okay.
There's really no link on WhatsApp.
That's it. Because I was asking my girlfriend, and we couldn't figure it out.
Right. Because it really, and that's something that should send up a red flag. Maybe this person is legitimate. They love apps, but be leery of it.
Yeah. Why take one number and say, no, your number is not good enough, basically. Let's do WhatsApp. I just couldn't understand.
Exactly.
WhatsApp, those apps, anything is all that can be used for good can be used for bad. I've used WhatsApp because I know people that live in other countries, and I don't want to pay that international cell phone bill that I'm going to get, when someone goes out of the country. At the same time, the bad part comes in when someone is trying to get you, someone who you don't know is trying to get you to do that. And that's where I think when we looking at scammers is, I don't know this person, and the first thing that they're saying to me is, let's talk on WhatsApp. Me talking to a friend on WhatsApp is because I already know this person, and I don't want to pay a higher bill, or they don't want to, pay that connecting.
Or somebody directs you there that you don't know.
There you go. That's where it's like, okay, this is a little bit of, a red flag. Or you have been, how do I say this? You have not been in constant conversation with this person to where you want to be able to talk to them on an unsecure line.
All right. So, Patricia, there's one key word that you mentioned earlier, and you said emotional.
Yes.
Yeah. So you were you mentioned that, and that's where I think the scammers, they base their what they're doing on your emotions. So if they hear that you're sad or lonely, those are the way they get you.
Exactly, because everybody likes to hear compliments. Mm-hmm. You like to hear that somebody loves you.
Yes.
That you're their sweet angel.
Yeah.
That we're going to be together I just love you. This is so wonderful.
Yeah. And this could be for anybody, any age. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Any age. So, Michelle.
I'm here.
You here? You sure you're here?
I'm here.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I understand that you know something about one of these type scams. Can you share?
I know. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. So I had, when I had my restaurant, there was the Dominion Power scam going around, right, several years ago. It probably still is. And what I found out, or what I think I know, is that whoever it is has a list, either someone internal in the organization, or an employee, but they get your bills. For some reason, they are able to take your bills, and if you have a defaulted bill or a bill that's running late and is on a disconnection notice, they come out. They'll contact you, right, and then they'll tell you, "Hey, we're getting ready to come and shut it off." And if you are not thinking, I think for me it happened on a Friday, and we're going into our weekend.
I just heard the same story from somebody else.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
And when we're going into the weekend and the business, and of course, we are very transactional in the restaurant, and so I had a late bill. So they said, "You're going to have to pay this $500 right now or else." And I'm like, "What?" And I did not think, because the emotion of it, right? And the fear of it getting cut off. And I said, "Well, I got to stop it. Yeah, I have to stop this bleeding until I figure it out, right?" I go and I did everything they told me to do with my dumb self. And then as
did you
the night
pay them with a gift card?
Yeah. And so I sure did.
You were pressed. You were trying to run your business. I was trying
to run my business, and I didn't have time to stop to investigate, to figure out what, I didn't know what was going on. Mm-hmm. So as the night progressed and we were winding down, I started thinking, the whole night I'm thinking. So I took a minute. Mm-hmm. I looked it up. I said, I don't owe anything. But the previous bill was that same amount they told me. So the next day I called Dominion Power, and they're the ones that broke the news to me. They held my hand and said, "Girl, you've been scammed."
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And no business takes a gift card. The sheriff's department does not take a gift card for an unpaid fine.
Yeah.
The IRS never accept. That is not an option when you pay your taxes to pay with a gift card. So anybody wants a gift card, that should stop you dead in your tracks and say, "I will call Dominion."
Yeah, it's no bill that you can pay with a gift card.
Exactly.
Michelle, I want to thank you for sharing that story, because I know it could be, sensitive. Like, you're not dumb. You're not crazy.
Right.
It's just...
It could be that you're just not paying attention.
Yeah.
And
yes.
And sometimes if you're not of that mindset,
you're not in the right place, right?
And you're not thinking somebody would do it. You swim in a small pond, so you're thinking, "Hey, I'm not out there on social media like that, or I'm not in and out of dating sites, or I pay my bills on time, or And so when it comes at you, if you're not thinking, you're thinking, "Oh, well, I must have made a mistake," because Dominion Power would never try to scam me.
Right. They use that.
And I was 2 weeks ago up at the House of Delegates talking about different legislation, and one of the aides I noticed on the board a fraud bill, and he said, "I got caught up in it," and this was an older gentleman. I got an email from Amazon telling me there's a problem with my account, to call them at this number. I called. $500 on a gift card later, he found out he was scammed. Now, this is somebody who works in a high-level legislative position, and he got caught up in it. So it is so
Anybody
easy to
can.
happen.
Anybody can.
Exactly.
So
Be selfish with your money. Is the
People
bottom
selfish,
line.
but let me
caught
tell
up. Wait a minute. The only people who cannot get caught up are people who don't have no money.
Well,
if you have no money to
if
give,
you have
unless
money,
there's something-
if you have money, think about: am I willing in any situation?
Yes.
If I give my daughter-in-law $100, am I lending it or am I giving it?
Exactly.
I'm giving it. If you call me and I don't know you and you need $500 and you tell me you're the love of my life, am I willing to gift you that money? If I can't or I wouldn't,
Then don't.
you're not getting it.
yeah,
Be
exactly.
selfish with your money because you're not being selfish.
So let me tell you what happened. When I did the Dominion $500, previous to that, there was an event in town, and there were people from all over coming to this event, and it was a sports event. And so somebody came into my restaurant and enjoyed their meal, left while cleaning up that area. There was a bank envelope. In that bank envelope was 5 crisp $100 bills. So then I called around and I said, how long can I hold on to this before it's mine? And so I held on to it the appropriate time, and the $500 was mine.
Yep.
Until Dominion came and scammed me, and they got that $500.
They got the money.
Wow.
They got that money.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So it cameth and it wenteth.
It's a full circle, huh? Yeah. But I would like at this point to say that not me, many of us go into that not me phase,
Yes.
But it could happen to
It'll happen to
anybody
anybody.
at any time. So what I say is try just to be alert and step back.
If it looks too good to be true, if it's an online job that just seems too good to be true, question it.
Online
if it's a
jobs.
romance that
Yeah.
seems too good to be true, do they ever want to meet you for coffee? Or is there always a reason why they can't meet you in person? Because their high-level job stops them. Well, then if they told you 2 weeks ago that they're an executive, why do they need your $500 to fix their car?
Exactly.
And with that said, we are closing up this segment, and I would like to let the boomers know that we all go through all kinds of things, including falling. Many of us fall, not just for the scammers, but we fall because we fall.
Exactly.
And I have a medical alert to let you know about. And that medical alert, it has helped me. It makes me feel safe. I'm with Lively. And it's $25. That's all it costs monthly to